It's time for another important Milo update. I'm back in the UK. I'm officially back. It's been so long. I think I was away for like 5 weeks in the end, and I wasn't expecting that when I went away. I was expecting it to be a little shorter, but what basically ended up happening is I connected several trips together, and then I just kept adding more and more and more trips. So I was in Orlando, in Florida, and that was for GCX. Then I was in LA for the Battlefield 6 reveal event. Then I was in Seattle. I visited Halo Studios and I got to do a little tour of their little Halo museum. It was awesome. Thank you, Unisec, for setting that up. I went back to LA. What was I in LA for then? Oh, Black Ops 7. I played Black Ops 7 early. Then I went to Austin, shot a bunch of content with some Destiny content creators that you guys are going to see at some point once we finish those edits. Very fun stuff. Kind of almost Z-Housey vibes. Then went from there back to LA, and then finally went to I went to France, and then I went home. So I saw my family in France, and then I went home. So it's been a busy month, and I'm exhausted. Candidly, I'm very tired. But that isn't going to stop me, because we've got such a busy couple of months lined up, and as much as this time away should have been a holiday, really, like I should have taken some time away for personal stuff, it ended up just being a work trip, and we're now going into the most intense work period of the year, so I'm doomed. But I'm going to be doomed with a smile on my face because I love what I do. So it could be worse. I'm not complaining here by any means, but it's going to be very busy. So one of the things I want to do in this video is talk a little bit about the experience of bouncing around all these different places. And another thing I want to do in this video is look towards the future and the next month and the next couple of months. So jumping between Battlefield and Black Ops 7 and all the other stuff that I was doing was really cool. It's always a joy to interact with game developers. Like, I always get really energized by those conversations. So being able to talk to some of the devs at Treyarch, being able to talk to some of the folks on the Battlefield side who I don't know nearly as well, was awesome. It's like such a good experience. So really glad that managed to happen. And I'm also really excited that there's competition in the FPS space right now, and Call of Duty can't just rest on its laurels. Is that the expression? It can't just sit back and win every year forevermore. Like, Battlefield 6 is really holding COD's feet to the fire, which is great news as far as I'm concerned. So that in itself was very exciting. I have to say, I feel like I did the best job I could with keeping content going while I was away, because Joey Conway, the absolute legend, was jumping in, helping record audio in some places, helping do streams in some places, helping edit videos in other places, like doing his normal thing. Joe was just sort of being a rock on the channel, keeping it all together. And that's the only reason, for example, we had any Reckoning content, because my trip happened to clash with that release, and as much as I would have loved to be home for it, I wasn't. So there was just lots of very awkward, fiddly stuff there, but Joe, I think, has done a really fantastic job, and I hope that you guys feel the same way, and I hope that you guys continue to support him in the way that you have done over the last couple of weeks, because the support that you've been showing him, as far as I've seen so far, has been really awesome. So thank you for doing that. I think that's really crucial on the channel when someone's hopping in and sort of doing a solid to make sure that we've still got stuff going out, that we're really supportive of that. So yeah, thank you guys for the kind words towards Joe. I think Joe's crushed it. He's still going to be present on the channel, don't get me wrong. Just because I'm back home now doesn't mean that Joe's going to disappear. We'll be doing stuff together. He'll be doing some stuff alongside me for Black Ops 7 launch. Like, when I'm focusing on one video, he's going to be focusing on a different video, just like we did last year. So there might, for example, be things like some live comms with Joe while I'm busy editing like a guide or a story video or whatever. So you can expect to see him again. And if you've got any requests for specific Joey Conway content, then by all means, let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, I thought Joe did really well. But one thing I did find tricky was just being away and finding good internet and finding reliable places to record audio and just like all those sorts of things. It's very, very fiddly. And it makes me wish I just like had a house in LA. Unfortunately, that's extremely unrealistic, because have you seen the housing market worldwide recently? It's not good, Captain. So It's a completely unrealistic sort of dream, but man, there were times where I was like, I just wish I had my own space right now to just record some zombies videos. I had no console with me. It was very tricky. And I never want to be that guy that like hits up a bunch of other people and is like, oh, can I come to your house and like use your PlayStation to record a zombies video? Like, I don't want to be that guy. So I don't know. I got to figure out some kind of solution to that because I spend a lot of time in LA for work and I've got a lot of friends in LA as well. So I want to be able to spend a good amount of time there. I don't really want to be held back by not being able to work while I'm there. You know what I mean? So that's something that we've got to figure out. But I thought we did a pretty good job, all things considered. There were other things that were tricky though. LA's just like crap for transport, but that's just sort of the nature of the city. The food in America is so much worse, in my opinion, than the food in the UK. Like, everything's got so much more sugar in it, so much more salt in it. It's just hard to find, like, clean food. Like, I eat a very clean diet, and it's actually, like, really expensive and really difficult to find that stuff reliably. Like, everybody orders takeout all the time, and it's just a different lifestyle out there. So I found that quite difficult. I also didn't go to the gym for, like, 6 weeks. Which sucks so much. I have been depressed, basically, because I've not been going to the gym, and my mental health plummets when I'm not going to the gym. It goes into such a dark place so fast. So I'm home now, and I've like been going back to some of the classes I take and doing the gym routine that I normally do and all that stuff, and I can feel sanity coming back to my soul, and it's only been like 2 days and it's already making a massive difference. So that's been thank goodness. Let's just say that thank goodness that started happening, because man, I got back and that first day I was like, I just feel dreadful. I hate everything. I was having a rough day, but yeah, feeling a lot better now for being at home, eating normal food, starting to get over the jet lag, starting to get back to my normal routines. Like, that sort of stuff is good. So that's sort of an analysis of the past month. Did some IRL streaming as well. I think that they went pretty well. I think that the backpack did okay. I still wish that thing was less fiddly. It still just randomly drops connection in areas where I just don't feel like it should. Still feels like sometimes the battery is just not charging when it should. Like, the HDMI cable disconnects, all that sort of stuff. But it's something that I want more reps with, because I want to be able to do more IRL streams in the future in more creative ways. So I was glad to get some of those done as well. Hopefully you guys caught some of those on Twitch and enjoyed some of those. I wanted to do them on YouTube as well, but I just couldn't manage it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with the way that I've got it configured, but I was trying to go live on YouTube and it just wasn't sending it there. So I'll figure that out next time. But yeah, the IRL streams were good. Saw a bunch of friends in LA. Still a bunch of people that I didn't manage to see. It's tough, man. Being in the UK is weirdly isolating. I'm not going to lie. Like, I weirdly don't really have a huge network of like creator friends in London. Like, a lot of my friends in London are non-creator friends. It's like friends from like back in the day, like childhood friends, school friends, like all those sorts of groups. And so I don't really have as big a creator network around me in London, which sucks, to be honest. And it means that I'll go out to LA and I'll be like, oh, suddenly I can see a bunch of my friends that are out there and it's really cool for like a week. But then people are busy, people have lives, and I'm only there for a short time. So I just miss people a lot. And then we don't see each other for another year. And it's just tough, dude. It's really tough. So that's something I'm just endlessly battling with as an adult, to be honest. Like, it was so much easier in school. You just had your mates around you every day and that was it. But yeah, I find it quite tricky to navigate that increasingly with every year that I sort of spend further on this planet. It's a fiddly one. So yeah, it's lovely being in LA because I do get to see people, but then I'm always sort of sad that I don't get to see more people. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I've got my family in London as well, so like it sort of balances out. Anyway, that was the last 6 weeks. I can yap more about that some other time if you guys have any desire to just hear me more doing more yapping. I mean, maybe these Milo updates should happen once a month. I don't know. You guys tell me. It's a little bit of a peek behind the curtain into what my life is actually like when I'm not just doing a no-nonsense guide or something, because I feel like a lot of the time you guys get just information from me, but you don't really get a lot of Milo. So I feel like maybe these updates are actually quite a nice way to get a bit more Milo. But maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. You guys let me know. So over the next couple of months, what's going to happen? Well, number one, in just the next couple of weeks, there's a bunch of things happening. There's been a Helldivers update recently that Luke has been jumping on, and that I think I want to check out at some point. I'll probably give that a stream. There's the zombies reveal stuff that they're going to be doing in September. We don't know exactly when it's going to start, as far as I'm aware yet, but that will be very soon. So I'll be covering that with full force. Zombies is going to be my main priority for the next several months. Like, I will absolutely be putting all of my energy into zombies, and then any leftover energy I'll put into other things. So there's that. Destiny Rising has just come out. I want to check that out and see what the fuss is all about, because I've heard really good things. There's a whole bunch of stuff actually that's happening. There's some sort of secret stuff that I've got planned for next week and the week after that. There's actually a lot of secret stuff that I can't really talk about right now, but there's a lot planned in these sort of next couple of weeks. And then Borderlands 4 is coming out, bro. Cinema. I'm so excited for that game. I really want to cover it pretty extensively. I'd love to hear what you guys feel like would be the most appropriate videos to be making on it, for me to be making. I feel like there's a bunch of different things I could do on that game. I could do a whole load of different, like, loot farm guides, and I could do maybe some sort of basic story bits and pieces, although that's probably best left to some of the sort of more dedicated Borderlands folks. We can obviously just do streams of the whole thing. I could do a whiteboard video on Borderlands if such a topic arises. Like, there's a lot of options, but I'm very excited to cover the game just generally. So that will be coming, September 12th. So that's really exciting. And then there's COD Next at the end of next month, and I will talk about COD Next in a separate video, because there's some conversation to be had there. But I'll talk about that like sometime next week. So that's coming up, and then there's Battlefield 6 launch coming up, and there's Ark Raiders coming up, and then we get to Black Ops 7. So before Black Ops 7, there's a whole slew of different things. There's the new Dying Light game as well, actually, that I just forgot. There's also Skates going into early access. There's tons of stuff. So my intention for the next, let's say, like 6 weeks is I'm going to be leaning really hard into any Black Ops 7 stuff that comes up. And then with excess energy, I'll be putting that into all these other games, Borderlands, Battlefield, etc. I really want to make sure that I'm being focused on getting a lot of non-COD content out this year. I think that's just healthy for me as a human, for my business, and for the happiness and health of my team as well. So we're going to be really putting a lot of effort into making sure that we're multi-game. But as soon as Black Ops 7 comes out, boy, we are full sending that game with all of our might. I know I've been sort of a little bit AFK for some of the down months of Zombies this year, like when they've been releasing LTMs. I've been like, I'm good, right? But that does not mean that I don't have interest in Zombies anymore. I very much do. I've been itching to make Zombies videos for a while now while I've been away. So we've actually got a bunch of Zombies videos coming in the next, like, 48 hours, to be honest. But I'm itching to be back in that sandbox. So I'm really excited for Black Ops 7. I'm really excited to just be able to immerse myself in Zombies again. I think that the break that I've had has made me more fond of the mode as well. It's one of those weird ones where I'm like, oh, okay, hell yeah, I'm fresh. I'm ready to jump back into this. So I will be fully covering Black Ops 7 just to dispel any confusion. Like, I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. John Tutorials has returned. Okay? So for Black Ops 7 launch, we'll be crushing it just like we did last year. Last year, I'm going to make a bold statement here. I don't know if anyone in the history of the Zombies community has ever scaled their content operation to the level that we scaled our operation last Black Ops 6 launch. It was unreal. In 3 months, we got about 200 million views, which is kind of crazy. It might actually be more than that. It might be closer to 250. That's 250 million views on Black Ops 6. It was unreal. We had like 20 people working on the channel. I was masterminding so much content output to try and get as many guides out as possible, as much like information as possible, as many tips and tricks as possible, as many story explainers as possible. Like, I was just doing everything in my power to try and give you guys as much free, fun stuff to watch as I possibly could. And I mean, yeah, just in COD in general, I don't know if there's people out there doing those sorts of numbers that often. Like, it was just unreal. It was an actually unreal amount of content that we put out. I was very proud of it, and I was very, very proud of my team. But it was also the product of circumstances. It was the product of it being Black Ops 6, very hype game. It was the product of the Black Ops 6 reveal zombies stuff having been very good. We had that zombies month that was a very strong month of marketing for Black Ops 6. It was also the product of having 2 maps at launch and then having another DLC before Christmas. It was a product of that too. We had a very aggressive DLC schedule there. So I recognize that those things are going to be different this year because the game is coming out in mid-November, not in whenever it was, October like 23rd, I think it was. Similarly, if the game's coming out mid-November, are we going to get 2 DLCs before Christmas? Probably not. So there's going to be fewer maps. So it's just going to be different, right? But all that's to say, I'm still putting my heart, soul, blood, sweat, tears, and wallet into trying to just make as much good content for you guys as I can. It's the name of the game, baby. I spent so much money on editors last year. It's actually crazy. Like, I was looking the other day at, like, basically the, for lack of a better word, like the pay stubs of all the folks, not just editors, but like just different members of the team that we had involved on various bits and pieces. And like, bro, there were so many people and it's so much money. Like, we had to pay so many people, but it was only possible because of you guys supporting the channel and endlessly having my back and hyping me up and energizing me and just giving me endless reasons to keep doing this, man. So despite the fact that I've been doing it 16 years now, Jesus, I'm still fired up to keep trying to do better and make better content and make more better content. I love what I do. What can I say? So yeah, Black Ops 7 is going to be a movie. It's going to be exciting. Really hyped for that. And it's also going to mean, and this is worth me mentioning, that core Destiny content, Destiny 2, is going to be displaced a bit by COD. Like, I'm still very much a COD Zombies guy, right? So if you're like, why the hell is Milo not streaming Destiny right now? It's probably because I'm working on Zombies content, and it just so happens that this is the busiest time of year, just so you guys know. So that's the kind of work outlook. We'll be doing some more merch as well. I've got some ideas for some cool new stuff, which I think you guys are going to really like. More details on that to follow, TBD. I actually have had these, like, muscle tops. Is that what they're called? Muscle tanks? Muscle tops? Something like that? Muscle tees? For, like, 4 months or something, and I just forgot to put them on sale, which I really should have done for summer, and we're kind of coming towards the end of summer now, so maybe I shouldn't bother. Maybe it's not worth it. But I've had these for so long. I wear them constantly to the gym now. These have replaced the old, like, Uniqlo tank tops that I used to wear to the gym, and I love these things. I like living these things 24/7 now. So maybe we'll put these out at some point as well. You guys let me know if there's interest in this. It's got the no nonsense on the front, as you can see there. Strike through, no nonsense. And then on the back, you've also got the no nonsense there. So hopefully you can see that. But it's not for sale yet. So let me know if you want it to be for sale. We can make that happen at some point. But I've got some other ideas as well, and some postery bits and pieces and all sorts of fun stuff. So all that's to say, at the start of this year, I set out a load of New Year's resolutions, right? And I've done none of them. I literally set out that list, and then I did a Destiny marathon for a week, and I thought it was going to be a week, and it ended up being 6 months of Destiny. Like, literally 6 months of Destiny, 7 months even. And so it just derailed my whole year, to be honest. But I was enjoying it a lot, and I was learning a lot as well about the game and how that can be applicable to other games as well, and all sorts of stuff. So it was valuable time spent, in my opinion. Really enjoy being part of the Destiny community. I really feel comfortable there. I really like it there. But yeah, it's derailed me in a big way. So there's some just sort of normal Milo stuff that I've not really been able to get to nearly as much this year, which I've been missing, candidly. And I've had to miss it because I've had this crazy content schedule of doing all of these blind raids and stuff just to get to the Edge of Fate launch so I could raid race, and then I ended up getting Worlds last. So, now that that's out of the way, it's like, oh my god, okay, I can read books again. Bro, I've streamed so much. I looked at my Twitch stats the other day. It's actually a filthy, filthy statistic. If I go to Twitch tracker, I'm pretty confident, this is like unreal. My 3-month number of hours streamed is about 700 hours. And I've been away from home for like 5 or 6 weeks. So I've like been hardly streaming while I've been away. That's disgusting. That's too much streaming. My all-time total hours streamed since 2017 on Twitch is 1,800 hours. And so that means that, at the start of when I started playing Destiny, I already had, let's see, February, I had about 600 hours-ish. Maybe a bit less, maybe 550. So I've basically streamed like roughly like 1,200 hours and more than doubled, well, actually more than tripled my old total number of hours streamed in 6 months. Like, I've been streaming like crazy. And that's been new for me as well. I mean, I could talk about this for a while in terms of the business side of things, but I've always seen myself as a video content creator. And so to be making so much stream content and so much less video content felt very alien in a way that I sometimes have been like, oh, I don't know if I like this. So that's been odd. And I will be definitely streaming a bunch more over like Q4 over the next couple of months. But I also do need to sort of reevaluate and be like, hold on. I like making videos. Let's make some videos. Like, let's not forget the videos, right? But yeah, it's been an unreal number of streams. And that's meant that it's eaten up a lot of other things in my life. Just candidly, like, reading is a great example of it. I read, I don't know, something like 30 books last year. I think this year I've read like 7. Like, it's been so many less, which sucks. I really miss that being a sort of key part of my day to day. And there's a bunch of other hobbies and bits and pieces, whether it's like a class I take or whether it's a thing I like to do. I like the gym actually is a good example of it. My gym schedule's really fallen off through a lot of the Destiny stuff. And so I really hope that over the next sort of couple of months, as much as I'm going to the busiest part of the year, I can also try and sort of find little pockets to do a little bit of reading and do some of these kind of like Milo enrichment things, because candidly, like, I am a workaholic. We all know this. I think that this is no surprise to you guys listening. I work all the time. I don't take weekends. I don't take time off. I just work because I love it. I just am obsessed with it. And I have been forever. And it works for me. Like, I'm happy in doing that. But sometimes I do get a bit carried away and I have a bit too much fun doing the content. And then I'm like, oh, I haven't eaten anything other than Chipotle for 5 days now. Maybe I should change that. But I do it in the name of the content. So, like, I think this Q4 is going to be very busy, and I'm going to probably ignore all the stuff that I'm saying right now about trying to sort of be better at this. But then next year, I probably need to lock in. And by locking in, I mean, I probably need to lock out. Like, I need to take a chill pill. I don't know if I'm capable of that. I might just drop dead as soon as I try and do that. We'll see. But yeah, that's something that's been sort of on my mind a bit recently is missing some of those other bits and pieces that I like to work on. And some of that's work stuff too. Like, there's work projects that we were working on last year, like that Last of Us video essay, which is going to be like 3 hours long. And the History of Custom Zombies video essay, which is about 4 hours long. That script is like 100 pages. They're like 80% done, the scripts, and I just need to spend like a week on each of them to finish them up, and I just haven't had a week. I haven't had a week at all for the whole year. So at some point I need to figure out how to get back to some of those projects. And there's some other secret things that I was planning to do this year that I've also had to push back that I hope will be next year that are going to be very cool. Very exciting. But I just haven't had time. And it's going to take a lot of time for me to do some of these things. But I will say no more about it. I put out a video being like, hey, do you want to like help work on some secret projects with me? Like, I don't know, like a year ago now. And then I like went nowhere with it. And this is because I got sidetracked by destiny. But it will all come full circle. It will all come around. So all that's to say, I'm home now. I'm in kind of a bit of a weird mental place in terms of like this long stretch of Destiny that we've just done, and then readjusting back to making sure that I'm making a lot of video content, and readjusting back to being in London, and readjusting back to trying to find time for my own sort of like personal life, and just I'm in a weird place, to be completely candid. It's not a bad place, but it's a weird place. It's a place of being like, this is going to take some figuring out. And so what I figure I'll do is I'll keep figuring it out with you guys over the next 16 years of my channel. But also, yeah, over the next days, weeks, and months heading towards Christmas. So what can you expect in the next couple of days? Well, you can expect a video on no carry forward in Black Ops 7 that got announced. You can expect a video on the Activision embargo for the fact that I played zombies, but I can't talk about it. I'm doing a video about that because I think that it's dumb. I'm doing a video about the state of the COD Zombies story. I'm doing a video about... I should probably play Reckoning at some point. Now I think about it, that should probably happen too. There's a ton of stuff that I've got to get to. So let's do this. Please leave a comment down below with I've got a few requests. Any stuff that you'd like to see from Joe at Black Ops 7 launch, that might just be interesting. Some food for thought for me. And Joe and I will obviously be doing a bunch of content together in the build-up. Anything that you'd like to see me do in the next, like, 2 weeks, like immediate stuff for Milo to take hold of, that would be really valuable for me to see. And then number 3, any recommendations you have about, like, non-work stuff. I don't know, maybe you're like, hey, Milo, there's a restaurant in London that's like absolutely slaps and I know you would love it. I'm a pretty big foodie. I've got like a Google Maps list of like 1,000 restaurants. Like I'm that guy. I'm John Spreadsheet, right? You're not surprised, I'm sure. But if it's a food recommendation or if it's you're like, hey Milo, I go to this climbing gym and they're really cool and like that would be a really cool thing for you to do sometime. Or like, hey Milo, I think you should check out this exhibition that's happening in London right now. Or like, I don't know, just random stuff like that. Or like, hey Milo, I just read this book and it slapped and like I really, really strongly recommend you read this book immediately or whatever. Just like, I don't know, tell me what you've got going on and what you think's cool right now and maybe I'll think it's cool as well. I think that might be quite a nice little exercise for us to do together. You know, as a big, happy family. So, thank you for watching these, as always. If you want more Milo updates as well, you can let me know. But otherwise, I'm going to get to work recording a video, probably now, about the Activision embargo and how dumb I think it is. So, I will see you very soon for that video. And in the meantime, I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend. I appreciate you all.